plans have been developed, we in fact do not have a specific plan showing exactly what can or will be done should this be rezoned. And let me tell you why. We have actually been looking at many options. With respect to the land proposed to be developed commercially, we have talked to various retailers and retail developers. I'm not talking Target or Kohl's or any big boxes. That's not only not appropriate here, but quite frankly, it's not big enough for anything like that. Rather, we've been talking to more single product retailers, smaller retailers, things like cosmetic stores, computer stores, telephone type store. We have talked to many restaurants of different types. We've talked to national chain restaurants. We have talked to independent family-owned restaurants, some of them from the Chelmsford area. We have sought advice and interest from a variety of restaurants. We have talked to office developers, medical office developers. We've talked to other personal service organizations like salons, dry cleaners, other kind of personal services. We have talked to 2 major national pharmacies about this. We've talked to gas stations, convenience store, and probably interesting, I hope to some of you, we've talked to the U.S. Post Office. The U.S. Post Office is very interested in looking to improve its service to the town of Chelmsford, and they view this potential area as a spot that they might be able to utilize to do that. On the residential front, and as some of you may remember, the area in orange is proposed to be residential multifamily, and quite frankly, this is where we've spent most of our time. We have talked to companies which build and operate assisted living facilities, apartment facilities, independent senior living facilities, condominiums, memory care facility operators and developers, and we have looked into numerous senior housing opportunities. We've talked with your housing authority. Lastly, and most important, we have looked at how to do that type of residential development, or some part of that list, and also provide affordable housing opportunities as part of any such project. It is available and it can be done. I think at the last meeting, someone made a comment that there really was no need for senior housing in the town of Chelmsford. In fact, there are 298 seniors waiting to get affordable or senior housing in this town. That represents a 5 to 7 year window at best for these people. And unfortunately, the reason it's only 5 to 7 years is that many of our seniors either pass or they have to move out of town in order to find senior housing. So I would say that it is a fact. There is a need for senior housing, and that is one of the things that we are looking to propose. Good news is that the vast majority of these organizations that we've talked to, they are very interested in coming to the town of Chelmsford, and they're very interested in this corridor specifically. The reason being is this is going to be proposed as a mixed use. It will have commercial, it will have residential. The residential developers, the assisted living facilities, the independent senior facilities, they don't want to be spaced out in a isolated area. They want to be located next to services. They want their residents to be able to access services within their neighborhood. The reciprocal of that is the commercial developers love the idea that there will potentially be some high-density housing in the area. It creates on-the-spot customers for their businesses.